my name is Paula Lee. I'm the head women's basketball coach here at BRCC and in charge of the women's basketball program and, building it, maintaining and make sure we're successful. Well, I'm getting ready to start my 4th year here at BRCC, but my 25th year in coaching. Without a doubt, last year was the program's best season since I've been the head coach. We finished with an overall record of 22 wins, 9 losses. We won the Miss Salud Conference championship, and we lost in the regional tournament championship game with 0.5 of a second left on the clock. We lost by 1 point, and that was an opportunity to win and take the team to Salina, Kansas, which is where the junior college national tournament is for the women's basketball teams. I think one of the biggest changes that I've seen is that the young ladies that come in now, they have a sense of playing and getting to another level. I think when I first got here, a lot of the girls were content with, okay, I just finished my high school career and now I have a chance to go to junior college and play 2 more years, and then after 2 years, I'll become a regular student, so to speak. But a lot of the young ladies coming in now, they have aspirations of going on to play basketball at another level, whether it's the NAIA level, NCAA Division II, or even Division I. And then we have young ladies who are aspiring to finish their degree. So academically and athletically, the mindset is changing. They want to complete their AA degree here at BRCC and then move on to another school to play and also to get their bachelor's degree. So kids are taking more interest in athletics and their academics that go along with it. I've had experience at just about every level, and the one thing that I tell kids, that the one thing that we do here at Baton Rouge Community College is I run this program like a Division I program. So if your aspiration and goals to get to Division I level, you're going to have 2 years that are going to prepare you on what to expect when you get to that level. And it's a family atmosphere. We help each other. We have big sister, little sister program where we look after each other academically and athletically. And at the same time, I'm going to put you in a position where you're going to be successful as far as what you need to learn on the court. Fundamentally, you're going to be sound, because a lot of kids come and they don't have the fundamentals. They have the skill and the talent, but the fundamentals are what's lacking and separating them from being a good player and a great player. And we work extremely hard. The one thing I would say is that you're going to get your foundation athletically and academically, and those are the things that I try to instill in family. Mom and dad especially wants to know, how's my daughter going to do academically? Well, she's going to get her foundation, and we're going to make sure she's successful that way, as well as on the basketball court. And then we're going to play a very competitive schedule, an opportunity to play 30 more ball games and be re-recruited, so to speak, if you didn't have that opportunity to be recruited at the college level. So we actually give them a chance to see, hey, there's many facets that you can improve upon and open more doors. I mean, I've had the pleasure of being associated with 2 Hall of Fame coaches. I mean, when I coached my 7 years at LSU, I worked for Sue Gunner. Then when I was also starting my career at LSU, I had the pleasure of going to work Pat Summit camps during the summer. And the one thing that both of them, I can say, put a level of importance was everybody is important, from the manager on up to your star athlete. You treat everybody fairly, and you give them a sense of they belong and they are worth something in the program. And that's what I want my athletes to feel like. If you go to Coach Lee's office, she's going to take the time to listen to what's going on with you, whether it's academically, athletically, with your family, with your friends. And I kind of take it on as they're my kids. How would I want someone to treat my daughter? And it's a situation where you instill values and how we're going to act and how we're going to present ourselves. Definitely want to be a first-class program. And I want them to take away that if they leave here, they can always pick up the phone and say, Coach Lee, can you help me out with this? That they have someone in their corner. And I think I've been able to do that over the years because, I mean, like I said, I've been coaching for 24 years. I still have kids from high school that I coach are now coaches, and they call, Coach, I need a drill for this. And in fact, kids I coached at Southern Shreveport. Just got invited to a couple of weddings at the end of August. So it's a situation where you always keep in touch, make the kids feel like they are important, which they are, and it's the people you surround yourself with. And I always try to bring in kids that are good kids, become better kids, good athletes become better athletes. And you're going to get better one way or the other when you go through a program with Coach Lee. My high school team, we weren't the best high school team, but, he came into practice every day, working and trying to get us better and giving us opportunities to go to different camps during the summer. And he was just committed to us as young athletes. And I took that from him. But I think the one thing that keeps me going in the adrenaline is I'm competitive. I am so competitive, but basketball was something that in my family growing up, I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. And also, my brother also coaches. And Mom would, like during the summer, we were out the house. There was no Xbox or anything like that. So we were outside playing basketball, and it became competitive. We're playing against neighbors, we're playing against anybody. It's just the competitive nature of myself. Because, hey, I'll challenge you at a game of jacks. But, it's something about that basketball that, an opportunity to work hard to put a round ball through a round hoop and being competitive. And it's just a game where you have to work as a team, and then it's a situation where it's a team effort, and the competitive nature of winning championships, winning at practice, playing your little brother one-on-one. It goes back from when I was growing up at home. It's just, I love it from the sense that it's given me so much. I think it's an avenue for me to give back to others through basketball. Well, I won't say I'm superstitious or anything like that, but there is a routine. I have to put the names in the book. We have the official scorebook and everything. I have to put it in, and I have to mark the starters. And I feel like if I don't do that, something's going to go wrong. So that's a must for me. But most of what I do is I worry about us first and foremost. I have to write down all of our plays. I have my little index card and, whatever I'm wearing that night, my man-to-man plays, zone plays, press situations. I make sure I'm prepared to coach us. At this level, we don't have the luxury of always having a game film on our opponent. So I make sure that we're as prepared as I can possibly make us. And then I fidget with a couple of different lineups. If we're down 3 or 4 points, or if I have to press, what lineup? What's my best pressing lineup? What's my best scoring lineup? I kind of play the game in my head. And then I'll make notes and keep it on an index card in my pocket. And everybody's like, well, you've been doing this for so long, but I always have to play each game out. And the one thing I'll do is also watch our opponents warm up. And, I try to say, okay, well, they don't show their numbers, in warm-up, so you try to figure out who's the best player, who you have to target. But I just play the game in my head before it's even starts. And I try to always see us winning. And if I go through that routine, and I can't forget, I have to have peanut M&Ms. Before each game, one of the manager's job is to make sure Coach Lee has some peanut M&Ms. And then once I have my peanut M&Ms, I'm set to walk out of the locker room, and we're ready to go. I think the one thing that the fans can look forward to is that we're going to be up-tempo. We're going to be excitement. I don't have as much size as I did last year, so we're going to be pushing the ball in transition. We're going to be pressing on makes and misses, and we're just going to play an up-tempo type fast game, kind of the Phoenix Mercury of the WNBA type style of basketball, just because that brings more excitement, and that's the style of ball that I like to coach. Not play these days, but coach. And then I think it's a situation where it'll give the fans something to get involved in. And we'd like to put even more fans in the stands this year, not only the student body, but the faculty and the administrators, to come and see the hard work that these young ladies put in and let them see their success on the court. Because while we made it to the championship game of the regional tournament last year, I don't know if everybody, the fans in Baton Rouge and on campus, understood the magnitude of where we were, and we were, 0.5 of a second from the national tournament. It's like making the Final Four in the NCAA tournament. And that's the one thing I want the fans to come out and support us and understand that these girls are going to play some up-tempo style basketball, some fun basketball, and there's going to be a situation where we're going to need the gym nice and rowdy so somebody can go to free throw line and miss a free throw, we get the rebound and win. So that's what they can expect from us this year. It's a situation where we can reach out to them and they can reach back by them attending our games. I mean, now we have an opportunity to get with the merger with all the capital area technical schools. In fact, there's, I think, one technical school in my hometown of New Roads that has come under the BRCC umbrella. And if I could get some of the people in my hometown as well as the other capital area technical schools to come out and see all what BRCC has to offer athletically, and even join forces in supporting us by coming to the games and hey, who knows, come and try out for the teams, because we do have open tryouts. I mean, it might be a little difficult transportation-wise, but hey, that's an opportunity now that they're under the BRCC umbrella that can be extended to them. But just their support from being at the games and understanding that there's an athletic team now that they can support, I mean, it's wonders for BRCC and the whole Baton Rouge community, has now become one big happy family.